Hello all, it's just Pull It Apart Paul again. What do we have on the counter today? It's a Royce 1-639 SSB radio. Quite an old radio, however it's certainly very, very collectible. I just picked this up yesterday and just going through it, giving it a bit of a clean. See what we have in front of us. So Royce mic, quite a deluxe type of radio for the period in time that it's come from. So this is early 80s. So on the top there we have obviously the squelch clarifier, PACB, NB, ANL. And we also have the VSWR, standard wave ratio, calibration on and off. And then we have, what's the next one? The modulation or RF switch. And we have a choice for bright or dull display. On the bottom, just all the normal things again. Volumes for cal, RF gain, mic gain, and the mode selector. One nice thing I like about this mode selector is in AM it's a two-tone LED. It's red and yellow, which I don't know if you can see in the video. You go to upper sideband, it's green, lower sideband is red. Channel 9 direct, back, and 40 channel switch. That sort of dates it to the early 80s. TX. Go back to 35, can see what's on. This one is incredibly clean for the age. Okay. It's on my turnstile. Let's just turn it up. It's a Sunday afternoon, just after the grand finals. There's a bit of DX coming through nationally, and then we have all of the mental health aspect of 35 lower sideband. You too can come and get your personal problems fixed, repaired and sorted if you just visit this Citizen Band frequency. I might just leave it here and we'll listen to a bit of this. Power on this one is currently around about 12 watts. I haven't done anything to it yet. I believe that there's a faulty bias in here. I've just got to get the right trimmer, which is a 1K. And once I've done that, it should peak a little bit better. I've got to do some alignment of the SSB as well. But overall, this is a daily user if somebody wants to use it. Just out of interest, this is the Kenwood PS53 power supply, just over 20 amps. I've had that in pieces, done a full recap on it, and I think as per previous videos I've put an LED inside of it so you can see 3 segments so you can see the voltage instantly without playing around with the front fascia here and sticking meters on that. It's nice to keep things original. Really nice power supply this. Since the caps repair, there's absolutely zero noise from it. And that's the difference between the modern switch modes and the older transformer rectifier power supplies, is the cleanliness of them. Although a lot of the server power supplies that you look at these days, they're very, very clean. But I still don't trust a lot of the power supplies that you get in electronic shops, which have high current on them, such as, you know, 30, 40, 50 amps, 60 amps. There's quite a few brands in that space. I'm just a bit old school when it comes to PSUs. However, as you can see by previous videos, I do experiment, and I do give credit where credit's due. And I do like the HP and Ericsson switch modes. Dell's, they're a bit on, you know, hot and cold. This radio, getting back to this radio, I hear a lot of good things about the receiver in this. I must say that initial experiences with it compared to other radios, it's very similar to a Uniden. It does fluctuate a tiny bit until you get it warmed up. But then again, that could be the people on the other end too. I'm just running this through a 10-metre antenna. I don't transmit on CB. I just repair radios, as you know, and bring history back instead of it being in parts boxes and things like that. This one is in impeccable condition. Bit of wear on the face from fingers. And I'm not going to do any more to this because how they made this is they brush the aluminium horizontally, then run a stencil over the top of it for the ink, and then put a clear coat on top of it. Now, what those marks are, they've worn through the clear coat. So I'm actually not going to do any more with this. I've spent a bit of time with the various brushes cleaning this up today, and I'm very happy with where it is. It is what it is, you know. But considering how rare this radio is, I'm just very happy to have it in my possession. Typical language on this frequency as well. I suppose it's the same all over the world, isn't it? Substance abuse, get on the CB radio. Oh, here we go. There's a lot of really nice people on the radio, so I give credit where credit's due. But remembering back to when I was 13, 14, 15 years of age, when I was first introduced to radio, it was a lot worse than what it is now, of course. But it's still the same motions are still happening. I guess it's better that you get it out into a world that doesn't exist than causing trouble to other people physically. And and in a public place or wherever. So the mental health benefits from the internet and environments like this are still quite valid to this day. But then the hobby is absolutely fantastic for those that want to experiment with electronics, understand old theories. Relevant theories are that antenna feed lines, how to build antennas is still the major craft element to this hobby. And if you want to take it further, it's pretty simple these days. The hobby is very open, and that's why I present myself open up as a target. I'm a fully licensed amateur radio operator. It took me 5 years to get. I went through the old path, but it took me 5 years of night school to go through and get each certificate, and I'm proud of that. And it wasn't long after that they changed and introduced the foundation. But all it means is that it gave me a set of knowledge and theory that allows me to understand electronics and to be able to share that in a very basic way. And that's just my experience. Others take it. Come from a technician base or a scientific base, and for them it allows them to get more out of the hobby in other areas. So it's quite a multifaceted, huge hobby to explore, and it starts here for most people. I don't call myself a CBer. I do call myself a ham, but I'm a ham that respects the path and the journey that others also go on. So, but there are still people that want to spend $5,000, $6,000, $7,000 and sit on one channel. Welcome to you. That's fine. See how well that needle moves. It's reminiscent of a well-tuned 148 Cobra. I love the size of this meter. It's bigger than a GE. It's on the large side, but I still can't see things without my glasses. I'll just give it a couple of more minutes and then we'll say buongiorno. All right, I'll call that an afternoon. Thank you very much for watching. It's Pull It Apart Paul with just another excursion into a Royce today. Thank you.